no different than any other loss we've encountered in the playoffs. We want to bounce back, and it's just business as usual this morning, and we're excited to play at home tonight.
We've put our bodies on the line, and then we've tried really hard to get to this point, and there's still a ton of hard work to do, and that's just our focus now, just having a good Game 5.
The bottom line is it's your work ethic that gets you there. Like, you have to work. Like, to win the Stanley Cup, you have to earn it. The other team's not going to give it to you. Get rid of the white noise. The only thing that matters is the guys in this room. And then no mercy. Go get it, boys.
Comes in front, Gaudreau scores! What a play by Ryan McDonough! Score! Van Maroon!
I have complete and utter confidence that they can close the series out. Do you want to be just like every other team and win one and be done? Or do you want to become special?
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. We did it. They did it. The boys did it. We're watching it right here. Those of us that are at home right now, thanks for joining me. I didn't want to go too long. The boys, of course, Shooter and Schoolie are there in the arena. One of us had to hold it down here at the homestead to run the show for all the rest of you, Distant Thunder, everyone here that just couldn't get down there right now, man. Oh, man, what a game. What a game for the ages. What a run for the ages. Back-to-back champs. Ladies and gentlemen, man, I don't think I'm okay either. Rachel, welcome. Back-to-back cup runs. I'm almost speechless right now. I'm sitting here and watching the boys. Pat, there he is right now on my feed. The big cat, the Conn Smythe, 5 shutouts consecutively to win Stanley Cup playoff series, unprecedented. The list goes on and on. Again, back to boats. I know, and of course, once again, I'm going to try and get the giveaway going. Shooter's not here, though. I can pretty much do everything else. I just don't know the app he has to do the giveaway. But let's do, of course, hashtag We Are the Champions. I mean, come on, that's what it's got to be. Let's see if we can get it going tonight. Absolutely no surprise to me with that shutout win. James, that Vasi got the Conn Smythe, especially with Point kind of being locked up. And let me tell you, he only had a couple of inches away from maybe being the Conn Smythe winner. Let's see, there was multiple post shots that he's had. He just missed the net on a couple of other plays, and they played him really well too in front of the net as the series went on. That's how I felt like we missed Killer a little bit more and more. And finally tonight, this team stepped up in all the places that they were missing him. And a 1-0 Stanley Cup victory to cement back-to-back championships from a team that just 3 years ago was, the greatest show on ice, right? And it was the team that was out there just trying to outscore, and that's all that mattered, right? Nah, not now. Now this is a team that just shuts you down, dares you to take a chance and make a mistake, and makes you pay for it. I don't even know what to do right now. I mean, I'm so overwhelmed a little bit right now, and man, this was a clinic. This was another clinical game from the Lightning. They didn't get down on themselves after they kind of came out and led the way offensively with the shots. They were definitely taking over the game early on, and they didn't kind of get out of their game when the pucks weren't going in. Again, we saw a couple of post shots again early on in this game, and the guys just kept playing their game, stuck to it, and they were rewarded big time tonight. Down the stretch, block after block after block. Goudreau, huge block shot, came back again. Yeah, we can't talk enough about the third line. Tony Vasquez is coming in here talking about a gourd line Stanley Cup. Absolutely. I can't even talk enough about how well that line could stand a step up here in so many different ways too. Whenever the depth was needed, those guys rolled line after line, shift after shift. Those guys were there. And I mean, there's so many things we could talk about after tonight, but right now, Lightning fans, we just got to revel in the fact that this team pulled it off. This team finally pulled it off. They got it done last year, and then now here it is back to back. I mean, this is just, it's incredible. So, kind of just stalling a little bit here. Shooter and Schooley will be here with me. In fact, I probably should let them know that I started a little bit early because I couldn't sit here by myself. Unfortunately, my Mrs. Stash has to get up at 2:30 in the morning, so she was with me during the game, but she couldn't be here to celebrate afterwards on the celly with me. So, you know, I couldn't just sit here and watch it by myself anymore. I figured there's a few of you also out there around, you know, Lightning fandom that weren't down there, couldn't get down there, maybe didn't want to be celebrating alone by themselves as well. So, you know, bear with me a little bit. I know I talk enough as it is when there's two other people on the show, me here by myself. I'll do my best to get it going and let these guys know what's going on. Yeah, let's see. Normally I think I know how to do this link too. So where is it at? Oh, you know what? I think I need to do it this way. Sorry, guys. I'm just kind of talking to myself, killing a little bit of time here. See if I can get this link out to you guys. Let's see. I want to. Yes. Damn. There we go. I think I have it. Let's see if this works. I don't know if it will. No, it did not. Sorry. All right. Sorry about that. Maybe I could figure out the best way to share this. So anyways, man. Oh, Jesse, I know. Normally I know how to do this, and then I'm a little bit rusty because it's been a little bit while since I've had to run this. I was going to do it on game 4, but then Shooter ended up so wonderfully giving away his watch party tickets again, so he was able to do it. So I gotta remember how I did this. Anyways, all right, let me let these guys know I went live anyways. All right, man. So, I mean, I guess I could kind of get into it a little bit. What do you guys think about? What do you guys think about overall? I mean, what a great performance, right? We started out, all the lines were kind of doing well. They were getting their forecheck going, and once again, you know, Montreal didn't seem to have a whole lot of opportunities. Didn't seem to have a lot of sustained opportunities in the offensive zone. The Bolts came out looking like they were ready to go, and you know, it was just another great example of how the depth and the next man up mentality really shines for this team. I got to watch a little bit of the pregame, and they had one of my favorite guys from the 04 run, Feds on Fedotenko, Ruslan. Of course, he had the 2 big goals in Game 7 to cement it on Game 7 here back in 04 on our home ice. And he was talking about how the number one thing you could see about this team in the comparison between now and then is how they play for each other. there's not a single selfish player on that team. We talk about Colton and Matty J and the way they stepped up. Absolutely. I was a little bit critical of Colton trying to fill the role of killer. And I think that was him just maybe still being a little bit nervous getting up there. But that line finally, about halfway through this game, that second line of Cirelli, Stamkos, and Colton really stepped up and made a difference and really kind of changed the tone, because although the Lightning were definitely leading in the shot totals and shots on goal and everything else, it did seem like they were really dominating 100%. Like they weren't getting their sustained looks in the offensive zone. And so, once that second line started activating, then the whole rest of the team, I mean, the third line played phenomenal the entire game, obviously. Penalty kill, I mean, yeah, our PK didn't really get going again. I think another thing we missed Killer in is that net front presence that he brings, a whole different dynamic to that power play. But the penalty kill was phenomenal, outstanding tonight. I'm really kind of surprised that we didn't end up with a shorthanded goal with how well they played. They couldn't get any momentum off of the except for maybe that last penalty they had there. They didn't really get a lot of penalty momentum from the penalty there. So the power play. So, that there's just so many things up and down the line you saw tonight, and the way that they played, all the little things, they were right. They made all the right decisions. They didn't take a play off. Maybe there was a chance here or two down the stretch in the middle of the second period where I started seeing a few hope plays here and there. But the great thing is that they played as a team. So when the one guy kind of made a hope play, didn't quite get it all the way there, the other three guys or the other four guys, whoever was on the ice, they were up and making plays to back the guy up. And you didn't see those back-to-back mistakes. You didn't see those back-to-back hope plays. And it was all on the foundation of doing what they do and just staying on the puck and not letting them have opportunities that aren't basically scripted, And Montreal definitely came through in a few times. There were some dangerous areas. There were some dangerous zones. They as much as everyone wants to hate, they hear the damn name. Suzuki did have a really good game for Montreal, for as good as they could be. He was their best guy, and that line had opportunities. Caulfield had a couple times opportunities there. So, but really, what it comes down to is the way that this entire Tampa Bay Lightning team buys in to the mantra and the mentality of it's so much more. They're buying in. It's all about what Coop does in the mantra of how we keep the pucks out, not the pucks that we put in. And tonight was just once again another great example of that. So let's see what the boys are saying. So I'm sure they're probably still in the arena. So, we're gonna do our best here to keep it going. And wait for the guys to get out of the arena. But you know how it is when you're down there. I probably would be down there too, to be honest with you. Mr. Stash had to be up 2:30 in the morning, so I couldn't guarantee I'd be home by then. So, man, so many things to celebrate tonight. Corey, again, also from across the pond, I guess, in Europe, hating the time zone, which, man, great dedication, but also last game on NBC. So, yeah, definitely cheers one up, I guess. Good riddance, sayonara, see you later. NBC Sports and NBC hockey contract, right? So, man, and now we start talking about things when they were talking about on NHL Network about this team conceivably being a dynasty, and I mean that's definitely something we'll have to bring up after tonight. I don't want to start talking about the future whenever right now the present is so sweet and tasty and delicious because it's back to back, boat to boat, back to boat, however we want to say it. We got the Pat Pete, the 3 Pat, the triple maroon, whatever. I mean, there's so many opportunities for great nicknames, great legacies. History has been made right here in Tampa Bay, folks. Champa Bay, as a matter of fact, is one of up there early on, coming in with the chat there. Champa Bay, baby, from Blake. He's got it because we are the champions. Once again, we are the champions. And I'm so happy for the boys. I'm so happy for everyone that's down there in the arena. Everyone that is in Tampa. I mean, we had to weather the storm that came literally, the tropical storm Elsa, the hurricane at times Elsa. We had to weather the media storm. We had to weather the fan storm. There's so many things that this team and this fan base and this community and this organization have had to go through over the last 2 years. And it's just really been beautiful to be a part of, because I know that it's just really cemented our community, our fan base, and so many other things of this Tampa Bay area. And we lost so much revenue. We lost so much opportunity during COVID and during that whole pandemic and the shutdown, to see a full arena, 18,000 plus, to see Thunder Alley full, to know the Sparkman Wharf is full, to know that all those bars downtown Tampa now are full. I mean, it's just going to be an insane party down there. So, I thank everyone for making it out here, hanging out with me right now while the other two boys are living their best life, cheering it on, being a part of the Thunder down there in the arena, loving life. It's been great. It's been great going through it with all you fans. You guys have been great. Between last season and this season, last year, it was a much different thing for us too. Not just the players, but us fans. We're all sitting here behind our screens and we couldn't have the interaction. I wasn't there tonight, but I'm grateful I got to go to multiple playoff games. I was there for a finals game 2. I was part of the Thunder. Lost my voice multiple times, watch parties, just being down there, being part of the community again, and not just like emotional sense, but a physical sense, and being down there together. And I'm also kind of surprised that nobody's even mentioned the fact that I got the tank top back on, because after last game 4, I had to, I was like, you know what? I realized I hadn't had the guns out in a couple games, and they've been kind of close ones. So I had to go back to the things that were working. So, I went back to the tank top for everybody. That was my contribution to the win tonight. And I know all of you are out there watching at home. You're cheering them on, just like we were. Nervous Nellies, I'm sure, early on, but still confident, because the guys played a great game. I never felt like they were, out of it. You get nervous as a hockey fan. Those 0-0 games. Sometimes it's a 50-50 play that makes all the difference. But we got to credit the Lightning. They didn't really give up too many of those 50-50 plays to begin with. They didn't really give Montreal the opportunity to get lucky, if you will. And honestly, Montreal did get lucky, and the fact that Carey Price was fantastic tonight, fantastic in game 4. And man, hats off to a Montreal team that just is, playing out of their minds. They played out of their minds. They gave everyone that had their best shot, came through like a house of fire, and really definitely gave Tampa a little bit more than I think they expected out of that Montreal team. So, just a great series. Great to honestly beat Montreal for this cup historically. And yeah, man, I see as fans starting to finally kind of start trickling a little bit more. As you can see, it's still just me, the boys, my fellow We the Lightning, or We the Thunder podcast hosts are down there, still in the arena, Schoolie and Shooter on location, waiting for them to get through the insanity. I'm just trying to drink my way through being a solo host here, everybody. So, yeah, man, here's one for Roscoe, everybody. Cups up for Roscoe and that lone Stanley Cup winning goal. Rookie. Man, coming through. How about that one, huh? And if you guys obviously watch the show every time, I was a little bit critical last game of where he's been in that lineup and having to step up for Killer. And he was dynamite. And like I said, for the last 15, 20 minutes, or 35 minutes of that game, that second line definitely came up and came to play. And they changed the tone for the Lightning in a very, very positive manner, in a way that it kind of took a little bit of pressure off that third line too. And that third line didn't feel, I felt like that third line started playing a little bit better then too, because they didn't feel like they had to carry so much of the load, which they really had early on. in this game and kind of in the last game too, whenever that top two lines were getting shut down. So, so yeah, I mean, man, what a glorious thing to watch those guys go out and play such great hockey. And once you get down to the last few minutes of it, you could just feel the will take over from that Lightning team. And it wasn't like Montreal, sure, they still were getting some pucks in and had a couple of chances and were trying to get the puck to the net, but the Lightning were 100% right where they wanted to be the entire last 6-8 minutes of that game. So, once again, guys, thanks for joining me, the Stash, here on We the Thunder tonight. We're enjoying the back-to-back Stanley Cup victories from our Lightning. Man, what a great series. What a great playoff. Man, this has been great. And I don't know how long I'm going to stay here on Flounder if these guys, when they go down and enjoy their celebration, I'm not going to sit here and torture everybody. We can definitely do maybe a weekend show or something where everyone gets in and we can get the celebration in. I'm just waiting to hear the updates from the boys. I didn't want to keep everyone waiting too long to start celebrating with us. But, like I said, if I was down there, I don't know if I would have if I would have made the show myself. So it's been dodgy actually the last couple times I've been down there anyways, you know what I mean? And that wasn't a Stanley Cup victory. So Shooter's doing his best. I know he's out there saying, I'm just trying to get out of the arena so he can get on. Oh man, everyone's ready for Drunk Cooch 2.0, Kevin Callan, and I'm ready for Drunk Stash 2.0. I'm ready for a boat parade. I guess 3.0 if we include the other champions in town over at Ray J. I'm ready for it all. I'm ready for everything, and I'm ready for the excitement and the unknown that's gonna, be facing us here in the postseason. And yeah, and again, I am completely brain farting on how to. Oh, never mind. Nope, that's not it. I think that's it. Haha, I figured it out. Ha ha ha. There you are, folks. I now think I have the correct link in the chat. So, if you guys want to join me alone, by myself right now, drowning in a sea of glory, ecstasy, and a little bit of vodka, please do. Please do, because my throat's getting dry and I might need another drink here pretty soon because I'm definitely celebrating. So there it is. I finally paid attention to what I was doing and got the link in the chat if you want to call in. Anybody but Ty. I'm just kidding. Anybody that is feeling excitable, feeling glorious, feeling celebratory, please come join the Stash here. You get a rare one-on-one experience with the Stash here on We the Thunder. For what it is. That's what it is right now. So, once again, a 1-0 shutout victory from your Conn Smythe winner, the big cat himself, Andrei Vasilevsky, to clinch back-to-back Stanley Cups. Won the Stanley Cup on home ice. How long? Decades since that's happened. Back-to-back decades since that's happened. I mean, the records continue to fall with this team too. They start talking about the word dynasty, and people were hesitant before tonight. But I'm gonna tell you right now, after tonight and looking to next season, it's gonna be a little bit rough for us Lightning fans. But as soon as the season starts, we're gonna be looking once again at a contender to go make another deep run. And you're looking at probably the most successful postseason playoff team since 2015. And here we are. We're now with back-to-back cups, and the core of this team, basically minus Savard. All of our defensemen are coming back. The goalie is back. Our top 5 forwards are all back. And it's just a matter of really which one of those guys and which one of our pieces we have to try and make a move with to be able to keep some of these guys. And I'll tell you right now, I don't know that we'll talk about it tonight because I don't want to get into that what can be construed as a negative conversation, but I definitely see a way that if you make maybe move 2 guys maybe here potentially, there's a chance that you could even keep that third line intact next season, while featuring a little bit more Ross Colton and maybe 1 or 2 of these other guys that are right there on the fringe, coming up from the other squad. So man, I can't blame any of these guys for not wanting to leave the ice. I can't blame anyone from not wanting to leave the arena. Once again, I don't think I would be leaving the arena. And I agree, Derek. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about now. I'm just saying what I'm talking about is dynasty right now. We're in the middle of the foundation of what could be a dynasty, a legitimate modern day salary cap era dynasty. That is something that is rarefied air, my friends, my fellow Thunder Nation out there. This is something that we are witnessing that is special. Cooper talked about it before. You want to win one and just be another team that won a Stanley Cup, or do you want to be special? This team is special. You know what I mean? And that's all there is to it. There's nothing more to say other than the fact that this is a special group of guys that we have here. This is a special organization that we get to cheer on night after night. And man, it's great to be a part of. And once again, I can't thank you guys enough for being a part of this from last season. Whenever we didn't have that interaction outside of our own doors, we were all able to come together virtually and take this trip together. And then it's really about the way they're able to come back this year with everyone back in the building, and we were able to grow and grow and grow and be more and more present there. And it's just great. It's great to see the way this team has relied on each other and relied on that depth of that roster and relied also on the leadership of that coaching staff to really guide them through a couple of really tough losses in the playoffs. Some of those pitfalls that they saw back, 15, 16, 18, 19, obviously. We talked about that ad nauseum last season coming into this season. And you guys can come in here and you can sit here and you can and troll all you want, because that's what I love whenever we win these big games and you come in here and start trying to troll us. But I'm going to tell you right now, I've been watching hockey for 30 plus years. I've watched some of these franchises that people call dynasties back in the 90s. I saw them all and I saw the greats, and I'm telling you, this team right here ranks with them. So, that's what's up. And you can sit here and run your mouth all you want in the chat, but I'm going to tell you right now, the job was done on the ice, and we went back to back. These boys did. This town did, and that's all there is to it. This is a back-to-back championship team in the NHL. Salary cap era, back-to-back champs. All there is to it. You can't take anything away from that. And we all know what it's going to be like after this. But right now, I want us as Lightning fans to sit here and understand that this is greatness. This is fantastic. And this is just an amazing thing to be a part of. This is something special. And it absolutely is special. And don't let any of these other hating fans out there from these other markets barking and barking and barking about all this other bullshit that doesn't have anything to do with what happens on the ice. That's part of the game. It's part of the business. No rules were broken. All that was broken was hearts. Hearts were broken. Tear ducts were broken because we made you cry so many salty freaking tears. Because guess what? They just jealous. And you're damn right Derek knows. They're jealous. And they hate us because they ain't us. And I love to quote that movie because it's one of the greatest things of all time. And I'm sorry if that triggers some people because it's a James Franco line, but that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. When this team is deep, this team isn't going anywhere. This front office or this ownership isn't going anywhere. The front office isn't going anywhere. I guarantee there's no more hashtag fire Coops out there for a while because that guy isn't going anywhere either. And as long as we have that framework and that makeup, this team is going to be relevant. This team is going to compete. This team is going to be dangerous every single year. And that's what I love about it. So, moving on. Period 3. What? That's the hockey that you want to see a championship team play, right? They got that goal, kind of late in the second period there. Colton coming through with the great play on that, that third line finally, like I said, showing up and making some plays down low. And as soon as they scored that goal, I don't know how everyone else felt, but yeah, man, I kind of got that itch in the back of my neck, on the back of my, the hairs on the back of my neck kind of started standing up. My heart started pumping just a little bit harder. The heart rate went up just 30 or 40 beats per minute. That's all. I just felt it. I could start feeling it. And and I'm not taking anything away from any of these other teams, man. I mean, again, I've been watching hockey for 30 plus years. The team that I started watching was that Penguins team that went back to back in the late 90s with Samuelson and Lemieux and Yager. Those teams are amazing, but this is different. And this is exactly what Sarah's saying here in the chat. And she's saying this isn't just a team, it's a family and a brotherhood. Hands down, so much respect. And that's exactly what this franchise has built. And it's not just in the host with the most. The man with the plan in the barn. Shooty in the Stanley Cup has finally joined us, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, brother?
Just an average Wednesday night in downtown Tampa.
Hey, just an average Wednesday night in downtown Tampa, the day after a quote-unquote hurricane.
I've had this shit-eating grin on my face all day long, and I wasn't going to let it go away here at Amalie Arena. So I'm glad the boys came through. Ross Colton. It's crazy here right now. It's raining. They're trying to tell people where to go. Nobody wants to go anywhere.
Whoa,
and
you just teleported.
Eventually,
no, go ahead. Sorry.
Where? I'm Thunder Alley. I don't know where Thomas is, but I left. They were still celebrating inside. So
yeah. Blake said, I don't know if he's watching. I don't know if he's watching the Selly on NBC Sports Network or if he's there, but he's saying that the guys are still on the ice, don't want to leave. I don't blame them. I mean, I can hear the whistles down there. I can hear everyone trying to start forcing everyone to go. What's your plan? What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Let's see. I can't even show you the chaos that's happening over here because the police have it all blocked off. But I can just see a sea of people over here, and it's just starting to rain more. So I'm going to go back undercover. So,
brother, man, let me tell you right now, from home, watching on the TV, I was so proud of all you guys that were there in the arena. I know there was a little bit of nervous energy to that first period when it was scoreless, but coming in that second period, you guys really started showing up, and once the Lightning got the lead, that place was rocking, man.
Yeah, I thought it was all night. Before the game, it was crazy. I guess it probably didn't make the broadcast, but when they were doing the hype video and stuff before Sonya came out, it was crazy. They're playing that hype video on the ice and stuff, and people are just doing all the chants. Like they're ready for this game to be played and for the cup to be won. And they did it. Yeah, I see the comment. I'm gonna find a beverage here. Probably it's raining pretty hard right now. I don't know if you guys can see this. Probably not. I'm under the little ledge here with everybody else that's leaving. But I have a feeling I'm going to be getting wet tonight.
Oh, man. And, Kevin even mentioned this just now in the chat, the national anthem. And, yeah, just to start it off, you're not wrong. I mean, I love the fact that, we talked about it on the show before, and we have our own routine and we have our own tradition. But, man, that's the loudest I've ever heard the crowd singing the national anthem. And for Sonia to just feel it in the moment and to just know that was the right moment for it to just let it out and let the fans carry it. I mean, that was a great moment. It was beautiful. Very special for us watching at home. I'm sure it was magical there in the arena.
Yeah, it was cool. We'll see if Sonia calls in. She's probably pretty busy right now, but I sent her the link earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, she read it perfectly, right? Because there were a bunch of people singing, and she paused that one verse, and it was perfect timing. And then I loved how Greg handed it off to Anderchuk, and Anderchuk chugs a beer to start the game. A slow chug, but nevertheless, a chug is a chug. Vita Vea later on, shotgun. I don't know if they showed Vita Vea shotgun a beer later on, but yeah, there was a lot of, like, Brett Michaels was in the house. You had a lot of Bucks in the house, and yeah, it's loudest, most exciting game I've ever been to. But I've never seen the Lightning win the Stanley Cup in person. So,
there you go.
What a game! What a game! It was pure. It was pure enjoyment as soon as they won the cup. You know that like feeling you get when you take like meth for the first time. Like I don't know, like, maybe like when you get like drunk for the first time. Oh, I had that feeling as soon as they won the cup, man. It was a good feeling, and what a team! What a team!
Yeah.
What else can you say? I mean, we did it back to back. Last year, I think, was a hard year to win, and for them to come back this year and win it, not as easily as last year, but only faced a limitation one time. We should have swept the Habs, and it's funny because it's not Point, it's not Cooch, it's not Stamkos, it's not Hedman in these final games. It's the whole team. It's Ross Colton pitching in. It's Blake Coleman stepping up in the finals, which we talked about. Blake Coleman sucked the first two series. He sucked.
Yeah.
I think,
Coleman had
a lot of that.
Yeah, Pickles, man. The last two games. Yeah.
What a Stanley Cup final for him, though. And Goudreau had a great game. And it was like, I was almost feeling like, were they nervous or something tonight? Because they had a lot of chances. And like, how often do you see Points fumble the puck like that? Like, just in the first period alone. So, they must have been feeling some nerves, but they got the goal. Carey Price was amazing today.
Amazing.
He had some insane saves, but again, probably not our best game, and it doesn't matter. Does not matter.
Yeah.
So Schooley's got to be coming out of here soon because they're filing out right now. It did stop raining, so you guys can hear me and stuff. I guess I don't have to go to my car.
No, you're great. You're great.
I'm gonna go grab a beverage because we need to do a toast.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And we definitely need to do something about these salty ass, hating ass people in the chat, because it's been like 2 or 3 series now so far. At the end, whenever we start winning, random people start jumping on us from YouTube, which I'm all about. I love it. I love when we finally get random people on YouTube jumping on the Lightning chats here. But if you want to come in here and talk some shit to the Lightning fans, know what you're talking about. This hasn't been Steve Yzerman's team for at least 3 seasons now. And I understand what the core is, but Steve Yzerman didn't make the moves that Brisebois has made. And you want to talk about that third line? That third line
on the
is
cup.
all Brisebois, including Yanni Gord, because Yanni Gord was a Brisebois guy too. So, I mean, that's what you want to talk about. That Coleman, that fourth line, Patrick Maroon, David Savard. What do you want to talk about? All the moves that have led to the last two Stanley Cups have been Julien Brisebois making the moves that need to be made. The moves that weren't made back in 15, back in 16 and 18. Those moves that weren't made then, so it's okay. You could say how many contracts he signed and how many did he move, how many are still here, how many pieces have been used, how many things. And guess why? By the way, also, since you don't also know, Julian Brisebois was the assistant general manager when all of that was being done. So if you want to come in here to Lightning fandom and to We the Thunder and try and start talking to things, then know what you're talking about. That's all I want to say. All right.
Breaking news for anyone around the arena: Cigar City is closed, which is the worst business decision of all time.
I totally agree.
I don't know what they're doing, but they're not serving alcohol.
That's happened to me down there too.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know if they're trying to get people to leave or what, because there's a lot of people that are just kind of just hanging out.
Yeah, I would be again.
But yeah, JBP, I don't know if you saw like them with the cup and stuff when the coaches and JBB had the cup. He definitely had an extra couple of minutes maybe out there raising the cup, deservedly so.
I totally agree. So, yeah, man, I don't know what Scully is doing. He must be still trying to cruise his way down there on the ice to get hands on the cup. Because, that's probably what Scully's going to call us on the ice. Like, I'm in the locker room.
He's going to call in with his brand new back-to-back Stanley Cup hat and Stanley Cup shirt, probably. I could probably go find him in line at the merch table somewhere around here.
I bet, right?
Yeah, the only thing I'm upset about is I can't sit down because everything's soaked right now. And I can't get a drink, apparently. So actually, let's continue the search. I think I've earned at least a beer to celebrate.
I agree. Well, I'll tell you what, man, I'm going to let you fill everybody in on the energy and what your experience is while I go get a refill myself, brother.
Yeah, go for it. Questions from the audience. If anyone is downtown or at Omley, come find me. I'm going to go hit up this cantina over here, and let's see what we find. Oh, here we go. We'll get you in on some of this action. Yeah, there's just a huge crowd in the middle of Thunder Alley. I think Thomas Cooley's in the middle of all of that. All right, I'm looking at the comments. Schooley is probably swiping his credit card over here. You're right. I still can hear them inside blowing the goal horn. Game on TV.
Oh no! What happened to Shooter? All right. Oh man, Tony's right. Hey, and once again, I think it's already Tony Vasquez coming in the comments as always. Wonder what Montreal looks like tonight. Any riots? I don't know about that, but I tell you what, I'd be scared to see what happened. If this cup was won in Montreal, honestly, like that's kind of maybe a good thing that the Lightning didn't sweep. But yeah, man. Hopefully, Shooty can get his thing working again. Get back in here. Maybe we could finally get him a cocktail in hand. What's up, Steven? What's up, brother? Go Bolt. All right, can you guys hear me still? Now I'm getting. All right, can you guys good? All right, because now I just got this weird update. It says my mic wasn't working, but I think it's good. But yeah, back to back, man. Where do we go from here? Up the same? Like how do we start looking to the future? This is just glorious. Like I'm trying to do my best here to keep the show going. But I've been a fan of hockey for over 30 years. I've been a fan of this Lightning team for 20 plus years. And to just be in the middle of this right now as a fan and being part of it with all you guys, it's almost overwhelming to a certain point, And here he is, back again. Does he have a drink in hand? Does he have a drink yet?
No. They shut down this freaking Corona place.
Oh yeah,
they shut it down. So yeah, you can't really get a drink on property. That's fine. I can drive home. Yeah. So actually, yeah, they ask about the parade. I'm pretty sure our man inside Mr. Schooley said that the parade is Monday. Looking at a Monday parade, which works for me. I'll be there. But I like Kevin telling Shooter to take the party to Hat Tricks. Good luck getting in there. Anyone that's not there already. Yeah, it's going to be. I mean, there's not that many places down here to get a drink, like walking distance from the stadium these days. So I'm parked by. Where did I park? I don't know.
Yeoman's?
Yeah, I parked by Yeoman's. So that's my best bet. But by the time I get back to my car, I'm going to want to drive home. So
yeah,
we'll see if I can finagle something here. I don't know what the plan is, but yeah. I don't know what else to tell you, man. It was a good game, good season. This show, since we started doing post game shows, we've won 2 Stanley Cups. So. I think a ring is. I think a ring is in order for us.
Something.
No, we ain't getting nothing.
Hey, listen. As long as we keep getting the love from the Shooter and Stash fans, and everyone keeps coming and showing up to these post game shows to celebrate with us, that's enough for now. For now, it's enough for now.
Yeah. No, I'm just happy.
I'll take 2 cups. I'll take 2.
I'm just happy they were able to pull it off and do it again. It was kind of like the first one was for them, for all that they've been through the last 5 years and losing in the Stanley Cup Finals and not being able to get back there until last year and having all those heartbreak losses, to lose to Washington in the conference finals, to lose to Pittsburgh conference finals, to get swept by Columbus. And they won that one for them. And I almost feel like they won this one, for themselves too, but they won it for us. They wanted to win it in front of, win some games in the playoffs in front of us, and they won a lot. And and they won this one. And I'm sure they said it. When's the last time a home team won the Stanley Cup at home? It's been a couple years, I think.
Yeah. 03, 05. I'm sorry. My brain, honestly, I was trying to file it away in my head
during the broadcast, all these things I was going to come and be like, yeah, but and then we won and it all went out the window. So, yeah, 2015. That's right. It was either 18 or 15. But yeah, 15.
Chicago against us. So they saw.
That's right. That's why I blocked it out.
A lot of these guys were in the building when that happened.
When it happened. They were in Montreal. Yep. A lot of these guys.
So, yeah, I thought that was awesome. And you could tell they were happy to win. I thought Ryan McDonough was crying. I don't know if you saw him on TV. It looked like on the Jumbotron, it looked like he was bawling after they won it. And I post pictures or a video of the last 30 seconds. And speaking of which, they couldn't make it easy, could they? They could not. But we've got to talk about this power play, okay? I don't know what's happened with this power play.
No killer, bro. No killer.
Maybe that's it.
That guy, his net front presence makes a big deal. They were talking about it on the broadcast. I mean, if we want to really get into some analysis instead of just celebration, they were talking about the broadcast of how Cirelli doesn't necessarily have the same presence in front of the net and doesn't activate the same way that Killer does. He doesn't necessarily have the same instinct. See what I did there? Anyways, so I think that there, as much as you lose Kush or point like that, power play is so dialed in that each one of those guys is so important that if you take one guy out, it's almost broken. And so maybe that's something they look at in the offseason and see and have somehow they can figure out ways to not be so, I don't know, maybe they could just be a little bit more, I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain it. But yeah, if there's one thing that was a little bit weird, but hey, the penalty kill, right? For crying out loud. Like our penalty kill, our power play didn't necessarily look bad. Like they didn't really do that great. It's just we were kind of missing our opportunities. Our penalty kill looked freaking amazing. They had zero chance when they had the advantage.
Well, yeah, and you got to think back to when we got Coleman and we got Goudreau, and a lot of people were like, man, we traded a first-round pick for each one of those guys and some, and they're worth every single penny. And every single trade that they made was absolutely the right move. And I don't really care to talk about the offseason on this show. We'll get to that, but they're gonna fucking miss those guys big fucking time. That's some big holes to fill. But like you saw tonight, Ross Colton is ready for prime time. He's only gonna get better.
Yeah, well, and before you came on the show, like I said, I don't want to put the cart before the horse. That we definitely got to do our off-season show, our draft thing, whatever. We'll do that for sure and start talking about moves and all that. But I do think that there's two. If they can move basically two guys, figure out a way to find partners for two guys. I'm not going to name names or do anything like that. But I've been looking at Cap Friendly the last couple of days. And if there's two guys that they move, they can still keep this third line intact and then let the young core guys that they have come up and fill the spot of those two guys that they move and essentially be mostly intact and still have room to maybe even sign that big sixth defenseman. So there's a lot to talk about there, but I don't want to put the cart ahead of the horse because, man, here we are. We're reveling in back-to-back Stanley Cup victories, my friends. I'm not talking about, hey, nothing against the NFL because, man, the Lombardi is great and I love it. But we're talking about the Stanley Cup, people. Back-to-back champions of the hardest trophy to win in professional sports. Come on, man.
Yeah, and we saw Pittsburgh do it a couple years ago. That was a great team. We haven't seen it done this century.
That's right.
Besides that, so that's really a lot to say because you're talking about the salary cap era where it's not easy to do. And fuck off to all you YouTube commenters who are about to say the salary cap. What's that? Our best offensive player did not play all season, so go fuck yourself. That's all I'm going to say about the salary cap bullshit. There will be no asterisks next to these championships, and suck it. To anyone has a problem, suck it.
Hey, if you didn't know, the Tampa Bay is also not only the home of the Stanley Cup champions and the Lombardi champions, but it's also the home of the WWE. So if you don't like the fact that we're the champs, as Shooter said, we do have 2 words for you. Suck it.
Yeah. Any sign from Schooley?
No, we have not even had a Schooley sighting. I think he pulled a stash and decided to just go rogue, and I don't blame him. If it was me, I mean, I'm telling you, he's probably down there getting, just champagne sprayed on him by the player somewhere or something like that. He probably found his way to the back.
He's crying in his car. He's crying in his car. I don't know. Whoa, somebody's doing fireworks in the middle of the street here.
Yeah, there was fire. My neighbor put off fireworks right away. If I didn't have to do the show, and honestly, if I was not have to do the show, if I wasn't doing the show, I would have been 2 doors down at my neighbor's house setting off fireworks and probably already completely shit-faced at this point. So thank you guys for helping me be a little bit more responsible human being. Yeah, there it is.
They did. They had like some fireworks going off inside when they won the cup.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'd never seen that anomaly. Obviously, not fireworks like this. I don't know who's doing these.
Right.
Somebody must have just brought fireworks, leftover fireworks, and then that lot across the street, which probably it probably cost them. Yeah. It probably cost them like $200 to park in that lot. So they've got their money's worth. Do the fireworks.
Kevin's right, bro. Good job on the scene, bro. That's a great shot with the lightning bolts and the fireworks.
The police coming.
And here comes a riot police. So, but yeah, man, I love it. We got. There's always one. There's always one. I think I'm done. Talking about him, but he's wrong again. He's wrong. So whatever. Yeah, man. I tell you what, Jesse, Redfish, man. Thanks again for being here with us once again. Always here. I wish I was there tonight. Listen, there was a huge itch right about 6:30. I live, about 40 minutes from the arena, and man, it took everything in me not to just hop in the old Ram and drive myself on down there. But there's just something about being here tonight and feeling like I wanted to anchor it down for everyone else out there that maybe wasn't there. I knew there was someone that, and there wasn't a whole lot of us, but I know there was a few of us. And I want to say thank you to who was there. If you're still here, thanks for being here with me this whole hour now, because this has now been an hour that we've been going here. Most of it just me rambling on and on to you guys. But man, I got to point out, no one else is pointing out. I see Shooty. You took the tie-dye hat to Amelie. You took it on the road tonight, and that's good juju, bro, and I appreciate that.
Only because I know people were going to complain if I did not wear it and we lost. But
I mentioned it earlier. I'm surprised no one called me out for not wearing tank tops after the last loss. So I was rocking the tank the entire game tonight just because I knew I had to go back to what worked, So, again, thanks for wearing the tie-dye.
Here's the secret about this hat that only a few know. Is the most fucking uncomfortable hat I own.
It's not a good hat. No.
And I have so many Lightning hats that are so much better.
Yeah, you have so many good hats. That's not one of them.
And you know what else? I got the flag in the car. I didn't bring it in. You can bring in flags apparently because I saw some Montreal guys. I got the shades. These are
nice.
These are Bolts shades. I was gonna buy some new ones at the store here, but they do not sell them. So. I want to upgrade in the off season for sure. I got to get some merch for sure. What a night! What a run by this team! I saw someone talking about dynasty going back the last 6 or 7 years. I'd go back 10 years. We were in the Eastern Conference Finals in 2011, and if you just go down the line and look at where this team's finished, sure, we only have 2 cups to show for, but what other teams the last 10 years have 2 cups to show for?
Right.
I think
and as many deep runs as we have. I mean, finals, Eastern Conference Final. I mean, we've been there on the verge for over a decade now, or right on a decade. And although I would argue that 2011 run was a bit of an aberration. It was a little bit of this team getting a little bit ahead of itself. I will say that. Like that 11, it wasn't really until like 13, 14, 15 that this Lightning team really started feeling what that 11 team could be. You know what I mean?
Well,
really
yeah.
actualizing on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that 11 team was almost kind of what like Montreal is now. Right.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. I think Montreal's going to be back here next season, but I could see 3 or 4 seasons Montreal making a run for a decade as being a contender.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's almost like they went on one of these magical runs and they just found themselves in the Stanley Cup Finals. I wouldn't compare our actual players in skill to Montreal because they did truly just kind of get on a little hot streak here in the playoffs with a good goalie. That matters. But hey, like you said earlier in the season, we've got a goalie here that he might go down as he might go down as the best ever. When's the last time a goalie won the Conn Smythe? When's the last goalie that won a Conn Smythe?
John Quick, 2012. On that 18 seed or 16 seed LA team that won the cup. Talk about luck. That's how they won, because of one guy. You know?
Yeah, 9 years. And I don't think anyone's done the whole shutout thing that he did. That goes back to last year, but all 4 series with a shutout. And it's funny because a lot of his shutouts, he didn't have to work that hard.
Yeah.
You know? He didn't.
No, he did.
He made some huge saves tonight, sure.
There was at least 5 A-chance saves that he made tonight that he made look routine. I'm talking about not only did he make them, he made them look routine. And even back-to-back games, I feel like he got a little bit of swag, like a little bit of attitude in the way he was out there handling the puck, right? Because he took a little more chances in the last few games we don't normally see him take, and he was calm. Like, to me, my butthole super tight, super puckered as soon as he gets out there behind the net, and then that guy, and he was calm as a cucumber, cool as a cucumber. The other side of the cool as the other side of the pillow. Quote the great late Stuart Scott. That's Vasi, man. He's just getting better. He's just getting better. He's not at his best yet. That's the other thing. Vasi is not the best he's going to be.
I don't know how you get much better.
His glove. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't want to be critical of the guy, but he could have a little bit better glove hand. And I think he knows it, and I think that's what you're going to see him work on in the offseason.
Well, that's what they targeted today, and they probably saw that in the Islanders series where he would go down, and this is the only spot where you could really beat him is he goes down a little early because he's so big, and he thinks he's got the whole net covered, but he's got that spot right over that glove. If he can beat his glove, that is his one weakness. You're right.
Well, and he doesn't hold the puck a lot, too. He's made a lot of glove saves, especially in this postseason where he wasn't able to hold on to the puck. And I think that's just a matter of you got to get that, the old, when I'm on the job side, the Haney lobster claw is what I call it. I got the lobster claw. I got the grip. That's what you need. You got to get that grip strength in your glove hand. You know what I mean? And I think that's what now you can see. And that's what I'm saying. When you're as great as him and you're as good as him, that's when you can start nitpicking these tiny little things like, okay, guess I got to work on my finger strength in my glove hand now because I got to be a little bit better at clamping down when that puck hits there. And I've got to have the better reaction, and I've got to have the, as my lovely friend Sean Schmook from the Midwest, a rock lobster claw. You got to have it. By the way, Sean, on the way back from Tally yesterday, we definitely heard Rock Lobster on the radio. Little stash in the back seat, loved it. He was like, this song is really weird, but it's also kind of cool. And I totally agree because we have our own Rock Lobster right here in Vasi, shutting them down with the shell, the shutout, shellacking. He shut him out with the shell, man. It's a great, man. I couldn't even believe it. And then, hey, by the way, you were at the arena. Anybody else watching at home, how pissed off were you at about the 10-minute mark in the third period when they come back with the graphic of Vasi's stats in a shutout game that said shutout, or in a clinching game, it said shutout on the graphic, and then the freaking announcer back-to-back said shutout twice in like 10 seconds.
Oh, did he? Well, that sucks. It didn't matter.
Dude. And here I am all the way through the third period just doing my best to exercise that word from my brain because I felt like I fucked us in game 4 when I started thinking the same thoughts about the shutout. And here he comes. I don't know if it was Olchek or if it was I'm blanking on it. The other guy. Anyways, I don't know which one of them was, but they said shut up back to back in like 10 seconds, and I was like, stop it. It's insane.
Does not matter. It did not matter. I was thinking the same thing as we get into that third period. I was screaming inside my head, Baston's going to get another shutout.
Good.
But I could not say it to the strangers that I was sitting next to. You would have loved the guys behind me. The cringeworthy comment of the night from this guy behind me was, if they go to a shootout, I'm going to have a heart attack.
Oh, dude, come on now. Hey, and listen.
Who let this guy in?
Listen, I'm kind of with Rocco. Or Ricardo, I'm sorry, Rocco. I don't know why I said Rocco. I'm sorry. I'm thinking I'm so in my brain's not working. I'm sorry, guys. And I'm honestly not nearly as lubricated as I normally am for these shows because I knew I was going to have to be the anchor tonight. But you're right. The superstition in hockey is one of those things, man. It doesn't matter if you say shutout or not. Those kind of things, I kind of like take with the sweep thing. Take with a grain of salt. I'll tell you one thing that isn't take it with a grain of salt, and that is the responsibility of the Cup manager, my fellow namesake Phil, making sure that the guys don't see the Stanley Cup before it's time in these potential clinching games. It was really cool. I don't know if you guys saw some of the lead up to it, but they talked to him, and he, the ritual that they have when the Cup is in the building and it's a potential clinching game, and the things they have to go through, and how they try to either be the first guys out and make sure that none of the players see it. If it, like for example, game 4, trying to get out there first, or if they don't feel like they can get out there and make sure nobody sees it, they'll be the last guys in the building before they take it out. But it's a cool thing, and I can't wait to see what happens this season now because it's a little bit more opened up than it was last year, and these guys are actually going to get to travel with the Cup. They're finally going to get to have their day with the Cup. It's not going to just be like last year where they had the celebration and there was the one time about like, we're going to be able to follow these guys, and they're actually going to be able to go on Instagram and let you know, hey, or on social media and say, hey, this is where we are. Killer is going to have a field day. I can't wait to wear my Killer influencer shirt and go buy a PWC just so I can go excited. I didn't buy my game 5 ticket. I might as well go buy a freaking jet ski, right? Come on, let's do this boat parade, right?
You're gonna have to tug him around because I don't know if you can jet ski with a broken leg or did they?
You can wave runner with one leg, bro. It's all in the hands. It's all in the wrist.
Did they say what was wrong with him? Left leg, buddy, right?
Our buddy Derek Fox says the rumor is. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. But that's what he's talking about. Bassing on his premier, and I totally agree. But Derek Fox said the rumor is that it's a broken femur, and then he's going to have a rod put in his leg. But he skated before the game in Game 4, and he was out there skating out the Cup. It's a person that has steel rods and plates in my lower extremities. I don't know how much credence I could put in that if he's out there skating around on a leg that needs a freaking steel rod put in it. I don't know. I'm not gonna. Fox is our guy. He's been here around, but I just don't know if I believe he needs a steel rod if you're out there skating around and in gear as a game time decision. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And when he did have the Cup, I was watching. It's definitely his left leg. He really didn't push off with that left leg too much.
I think it's lower leg. I think it's somewhere in like either the tibia or the fibia. It's somewhere down there. It's not a femur. It's a lower leg injury. But man, we got this guy out here. He's trying hard. I love it. I love it when you get the troll guys that are trying so hard, and then you start ignoring them, and then they start getting desperate. right? It's the best. Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, man, what else can we say? What else can we talk about? Greatness, check. Victory, check. Back-to-back, check. Still not done, check. Not going anywhere next year, check. Mate. Come on, man. There it is. Stanley Cup Final 2021. What else do you need to say? Another great shot by our man on the scene. Yeah. And I tell you what, just like the players, as soon as I get up, and I almost, I think I asked earlier, or maybe I didn't, but I can't remember if I shaved my beard live on the show. I think I shaved, went off camera and shaved it and came back on, but I almost decided to shave my beard again, like the guys. Right away on the show. I probably should have. It's probably been better content than me sitting here running my mouth for a while. But it
starts with you shaving.
I can't wait. I can't wait to immediately get off the show and go do some trimming of the beard and get the stash back.
I might get a haircut this week. I don't know. That's my Stanley Cup beard.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you can grow the facial hair, you got to grow the mullet, and you're looking a little bit like Sorelli. I gotta say, we got Safrito who's got a little killer. You got a little bit of Sorelli going on, and yeah.
I thought I was Marc-Andre Fleury.
No, whatever.
That's what I always get on the show. But
hey, as long as they don't compare to Marchand, I think you're doing all right, man. Right.
I wish we knew where Scully was. Should I go? The team store is packed right now. He's got to be in there trying to buy everything.
Of course, dude. Of course.
I'm surprised he's not done yet.
Well, I can't listen. I feel like they're going to have to open up the team store at a later date to let other people that weren't there come shop and shit, right? Because if you have a Chase card, you get discounts by shopping in store. So
the team store is open. It's open a lot. It's not open just on game days. There's a big line to get in there right now.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if you guys can see that. Sure. So I'll wait. I'll go to Dick's tomorrow or whenever. Yeah. I'm sure that Dick's is probably open tonight. Actually, it's probably
Let's go to Dick's. Let's go to Dick's.
Yeah. By the way, we used to have this place called Sports Authority. All of a sudden, Dick's took over the sports world.
Right.
And what a name it is.
Let's get some Dukes. Oh man, lost one viewer right away.
do we want to give away the shirt or?
I don't know. I don't have the randomizer that you have, so I didn't really push the hashtag. I wanted to.
I think I set it up, but you have to pull it up.
No, I feel bad.
I think I set up hashtag back to back. Do you want me to check?
I don't know. Can you figure it out from your again? We're so good on this show that we forget to have what do they call it? Damn it, pre-show meetings or whatever, and say, hey, who's going to run it this time? Do you know how to click this link? That's what we bring. But hey, we're passionate, right?
Well, yeah, and most of our viewers, like Derek Fox, are drunk.
Hey, speaking of which, someone also told me I need another drink already. So
that's not fair. The luxuries of watching from home.
Alone. Also, I did say we are the champions, but I think only one person put the hashtag we are the champions. I don't see any other hashtags here yet. And there's only 18 people left. So if you're still in the room, there's literally no other hashtag.
Let me check and see if I set it up properly. Hold on.
I meant to ask you what you use, but then by the time I thought about it, I guarantee you were already gone and on your way, and I didn't want to bother you in your fan experience downtown. Can
you hear me right now?
I can hear you. You have a weird frozen image, which is like a man, I need to screenshot this so bad right now and make this some kind of crazy meme. This is fantastic.
All right, it is set up. It's
Okay.
hashtag
Okay.
back the number 2 backs.
Okay.
And
16 people watching. Back to back.
we were also going to give out a speaker tonight, but that's Thomas's thing. So I think we got to wait till next show.
I don't know about that. I think if he's committed to giving it away, and we promoted it, then we give it away, and then he's got to deal with the repercussions.
Sounds schooly now, but
Yeah, right.
hashtag back to back, and I won't be able to share it, but I'll be able to do a drawing, I think, from my phone.
Okay. So
Get those in there, because I don't know what else are we gonna say here? Back to back champs. This time we got to go see a couple games. This time was a little bit better.
Finally. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. I got to go to. I think we both went to 3 games, right? The 2 games that we didn't go to together, you chose better than me. I'm not gonna lie. You chose much better than me because you got Game 7 and you got the clincher. I got 2 mid-round games. Although I did get a final game in, I got Game 2, and Game 2 was awesome to be at because that's when they finally had full capacity. So, I was just glad that all of us here at We the Thunder were able to represent. Obviously, Schoolie doing his thing all season long, and no, Ricardo, it's not too soon to say 3P. Do you not watch this show? Because I'm sorry, brother, I scooped you last year. As soon as you raised the cup last season, I was the first one to go on record to say, I believe this team will look at a 3P. So I appreciate you. You've been a loyal fan, but I was the first one, as far as We the Thunder goes, to bring up the concept of a 3P, because that's what I saw last season whenever this team raised it. There he is. Give him a hug. Give him a tickle. Give him a hug. Give him a tickle, because that's the guy. Boom. That's the guy that made it all happen, made it all possible. We wouldn't even be talking back to back, let alone 3-time, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't even talked about that. I don't even know if we even said that. 3-time Stanley Cup champion, Tampa Bay Lightning. 3 times the champion. And now we are right here on the verge of a team that's going to contend for 3 Stanley Cups in a row.
Not bad for a Florida ice hockey team.
Hey, and listen, all I know is I'd really rather that Florida and the Panthers had a much better attendance and a much better showing, just to give us a little bit more credence. You know what I'm saying? It almost takes away a little bit from what the Lightning are doing, because the Panthers don't have as much support. So, I'm hoping maybe in the next couple of years they can keep it going, and they can even solidify even further that hockey does in fact belong in Florida. And not only that, most of the players prefer to play down here because they retire here anyways.
Yeah, I mean, besides the Hurricanes.
Well, those guys are like.
No, I mean the actual Hurricanes here.
Oh well, that too, yeah.
It's not a bad place to be, and we're lucky. I mean, who knows? We might go for one more, get that 3-peat, but I never expected this team to win back to back. I was just happy they won one, as the team we know. So this is awesome. This is really really great. I'm happy for the team. John Cooper.
Not enough credit, not enough praise from that guy's way.
Got a huge ovation though when he got the cup, and I'm speechless. I got nothing else to tell you.
Yeah, man. I'm grateful. I'm humbled. I'm in awe of this fan base, of this franchise, of the ability to sit here and be part of it for what we have been, and be able to be part of the fan base and grow whatever part of it we have. I love it. And man, I don't know. It's just I'm with you. I'm with you. After all this time, I know I've been sitting here basically talking nonstop for an hour and a half, but it's not because I've had anything to say. It's just that I've had to fill time. As a fan, I'm speechless. I'm in awe. I'm grateful, and I'm so honored to have gone through this journey back-to-back seasons with you on the show and with all the fans that have stuck by us from day one.
Yeah, it's been fun. And how can we stop now?
No, we're not going anywhere at this point. How can we?
And to be fair, you guys don't get to hear the post talk. As we end the show, we still talk for another half hour usually.
Yeah.
And it's usually me complaining about, man, this is a fucking grind.
Hey, not alone.
To go live after every game, every other day, it gets tiring.
Yeah. Well, and I appreciate the fact that you guys got to go down there. And, I really wanted to be down there, but I love that we talk about the fact that sometimes that we have to sacrifice our fanhood and able to do this show and to kind of be here on a regular basis. And last year it wasn't a lot because we were at home anyways. We didn't really have to sacrifice that much. This season, it meant a lot more, I think, for us to be able to be here after every single game with the ability to go to games and to be there and to be able to have that normal experience. And I'm not saying that we're special. We did anything great. I just know that I appreciate the effort that we all put in as a team here on our side of it. And I appreciate everyone that was there in the chat and everyone that watches our show, everyone that streams our show, everyone that shares what we do. It makes it even more special this year, and knowing how much it's worth it. It's worth it to be able to interact with everyone else, even if I can't necessarily go down and be right next to you tonight,
Yeah, I wish you did, though. I do wish you did come back.
If Mrs. Stash didn't have to be up at 2:30 in the morning for work tomorrow, I would have been there. That's for sure.
Yeah. Hey, there's always next year.
Listen, I have a whole new strategy for the next season, so that'll be
This is your song?
No, I'm just hearing a little bit of that Billie Eilish back there. But yeah, this has been amazing. Don't forget, right now, I guess we're getting ready to wrap it up. There's only a few of you left here viewing. Thank you guys for sticking it out. Through a little bit of an unconventional, silly edition of We the Thunder. Hashtag back to back, the number 2 back to back to get in the drawing for our last giveaway of Smack Talk apparel, which you're going to need going forward because we got a lot of smack to talk because once again, baby, we're the champs.
Yeah, there's only 5 people in right now. So get in there. Get in there.
There's only 5. Best odds of the season. Where's Jesse Redfish? Did he already leave?
This might be your last chance to win a Smack shirt because this deal was only for the playoffs. So.
Yeah. Although I don't think that's going anywhere going next season, but we'll talk about that in the future meetings. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll definitely do some off-season stuff. I mean, the expansion draft, I think, is in less than 2 weeks. So
it is less than 2 weeks. Oh my goodness! Right when we're ready to wrap it up, right when we're ready to kind of to say, "Hey, we'll see you later, Bolts fans." Here he comes, Matt McBriar, looking for Tiffany. Who, by the way, was here last game, and you weren't, Matt McBriar. You weren't here for game 4 in the chat, and she was. She was here. She was looking for you. I want to know what was going up. I didn't see anything on our page. Neither one of you guys posted on Shooter Stash saying, "Where's my love? Where's my hockey connection that you guys created?" We were here. We would have facilitated. We would have made sure you guys contacted each other. But, man, that's a miss. Maybe we'll try and set up for next season, Matt. When you come a comment saying you took someone else to the game, I don't know if that bodes well for future opportunities.
I don't know, Matt. She messaged me. She's taking me on her boat for the boat parade. So
I mean,
It's not true.
I can't talk about the DMs on this show.
No, Matt said she ghosted him. So
Yeah. Well, now we're gonna have to get to the bottom of this because she definitely mentioned it on the last show when she was in there, and you're right, she isn't in the chats tonight. Yeah, you're here though, so thanks, Matt. We appreciate it. Hashtag back to boat or back to back. Sorry, hashtag back number 2 back to get into
back to love.
Back to love, back to the Stanley Cup.
We've floated around some really, really funny ideas for the off season about doing like some Olympics post game shows. For some strange reason, all three of us watched Big Brother.
Yes.
Me because of Carly. I think you probably because of your wife.
No.
You?
I do. I am not ashamed to admit I am a huge Big Brother fan. Huge.
All right, so we're gonna switch right to the Big Brother post game shows.
I'm all out of us doing it. I'm just kidding. But oh, Matt, I love it. At least you have some levity.
Yeah. So no sign from Thomas. I think Thomas, the same shit happened last season though. Didn't Thomas, when we won the cup, didn't he disappear? Like he was on at the beginning and didn't he disappear?
Yes. Also happened.
I think. Well, it's clearing out here pretty quickly. I thought I just saw Greg Wolf, but
Nope.
I don't know if it was actually him or else I would go grab him. In the butt, by the way. I would grab him on the butt. Just kidding. Should we do a drawing?
Listen, it's been an hour and a half on this show. I'm surprised that we're still going. Let's do it.
I know. And God bless the people that listen to this as a podcast.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry.
Which there are a decent amount of people that do. We're sorry. It must be awful to just listen to this.
I've done my best to try and make sure that I commentate from that mentality of not just being, on the screen. Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Where is he?
Right as we're ready to end the show. Right as we're ready to mail it in and write him off. Right as we're ready to say, nah, he's too good for us whenever we win the Stanley Cup. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the professor, right out of the team store with a fresh gear.
We knew it.
Mother freaking Schoolie.
What's up, guys? Man, what a night.
How sweet it is to be Tampa Bay fans. Ooh, ooh.
We made a whole song.
We're hiding out at IHOP, just like we did last year.
Oh, is that where you're at?
Yeah. Look, there's
Is Mini Killer there? Where's Sofrito? Where's Sofrito? Sofrito said he was there somewhere too. Maybe a different IHOP. I don't know.
Yeah, we drove way away from everybody and was like, let's get into downtown.
Away from here, way away from here. Now, you've only been listening to me sing for like the last 10 minutes because the vodka is finally kicking in. Let's be honest, Kevin. Up until now, it's just been me droning on freaking prattering, nah, waiting for you guys to finally come pull your weight on a championship edition of We the Thunder.
Did we give away the Bluetooth speaker?
We were waiting for you. I said we should give it away anyways. But now that you're here, maybe we can get some views back up an hour and a half into the show, and maybe we can give away something good to some of the fans while I'm on refill number 2.
How do you want to give it away?
I don't know how you guys want to do this. I'm trying to figure out how to get you guys on my earbuds.
How about whoever has a boat that's going to pick us up for the boat parade wins?
They can have whatever they want.
We could go with best comment, but Stash, you're gonna have to choose that one.
He's not even at the.
Oh, he's gone.
Right now. I know.
He's gone.
The hell's going on?
$10.
Corey Perry. Like that hit me right on.
Doesn't look like they're riding in Montreal.
Well, why would they?
Is it just me now? All right.
No, it's me too. Are you there?
Yeah.
Hold on. Can you hear me? Hold on. Oh.
So did you see what happened? He skated over to where, you know, the big crowd was next to the dance here. He went over there through the glass.
Of course, now I get crappy service.
Oh, the Dawson Road camp?
Yeah. I loved it. I'm like, you are the man.
He was at the watch party. Dancing too.
Did you see my message about Tyler's girlfriend? She is. She goes, is that looking like she's lying on a pole? I was like, that's how Johnson's girlfriend. I was like, she was like a polecat.
Oh, it dropped off. Let's see. What can? I guess I'm running it right now. Why Shooter is gone and Stash is gone. So, all right, we got a Bluetooth speaker to give away from Malectronics. Let's do. Thanks. The beard's going away tomorrow. I'm so over this. All right, everybody do a good hashtag. Whoever has the best hashtag wins the Bluetooth speaker.
Yes, that's her. I know.
No, Tiffany's not here, Matt.
And somebody said, I know
Stash. Now you left me all by myself.
Every time I go for a refill, freaking Shooter loses his freaking his feed.
So have you been watching the after party at the arena live on Instagram?
No, I haven't. Not.
Oh, it's crazy. They're in the Lexus Lounge at Amalie Arena, and they've told security to expect to be there until 6 a.m.
That's so funny, man. Because you weren't on the show. Well, obviously, you weren't here earlier when I was talking about the pregame, and Rupper and the other guy, he's on NHL Network. They interviewed Feds from when they were talking about the 04 victory, and he was asking Fedotenko, he's like, "How late were you at the arena? Or how long were you there?" He's like, "I don't know. They finally made us leave." He's like, "I'm pretty sure we celebrated, we had the cup, we went out, we partied." Then we came back and went up to the restaurant and ate there. Like it was like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and finally they kicked us out of the arena. So I think it's pretty amazing that they've all decided, hey, we're gonna be there till at least 6 a.m. Like that's epic right there. That's a dynasty type of celebration, if you ask me.
Yeah. So the Black Aces came down with about 10 minutes left and went and got dressed. I watched them come out of they were in the suite not too far from me. And I watched them leave the suite and go and get dressed. The wives and the family members all stayed in the whole time during the celebration. And then they were sent down to the Lexus Lounge where the players met them.
That's awesome.
So,
How long did you stay, Thomas? Because I wasn't sure when we were supposed to leave. Eventually, I just left.
I stayed until Sorelli had the cup. Once Sorelli had the cup, then that was it. Or no, I think Ross Colton was the last one I saw. Once Colton got the cup, I went downstairs, got in line for the shirt and the hat. There's the hat.
Nice.
There's the shirt.
Oh, I saw that one too, and I saved it.
Nice.
So I went and got in line. That was double road in there, probably about 150 people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
listen,
man,
Stat,
I love it.
I told everybody while you and Shooter were gone, the best hashtag gets the Bluetooth speaker. So you're gonna have to pick one.
Oh, I have to pick it.
Yeah, because we can't see them. So
all right.
It's all you.
All right. So
Shooter,
what's the time limit
tonight? Shooter, where were you sitting tonight?
322.
Oh, you were right next to me. I never even saw you. As in 321.
Well, damn.
But it was funny when one of my buddies, Chris, right there, said he saw you.
Yeah,
he's
you were
like,
sitting in my section.
yeah, you were sitting in their section.
Oh, well, don't say hi. I only sat all by myself. I didn't sit with anyone
He
that
said-
I knew
he
because I had
said
a
he
single.
thought he's like, was Shooter at the game? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I thought I saw him. He was in our section.
That's funny. Yeah, that's awesome. Are we gonna? Do you guys want to do a toast? Because I can probably get a drink at Yeoman's.
I don't have any drink here. The server.
Well, get yourself a Diet Coke.
Listen, the server's all by herself. She's locked the doors, and nobody else is allowed in here.
Oh, you're getting VIP style.
Yeah, we were.
Well, you're gonna get a drink. You're gonna get a drink, right?
We're the last ones they allowed in here.
All right, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one too. If I don't get hit by a car, you guys will be the witnesses to my death if I do here.
Can I have your Lightning memorabilia? Can
This
I have your hat? Your lucky hat?
I'm gonna auction this hat off.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. That's why I went with the tank top again tonight too. After the Game 4 loss, I was like, dude, I gotta go back to tank top. It was working early on in the series, so yeah. I agree. We got one of these days. We'll get famous enough to auction off some of our paraphernalia. You know what I mean? If you or whatever.
I'm gonna stop for a second because I gotta go fight a big crowd. I'm gonna get a drink. We're gonna do a toast, and then we're gonna end the show. So
I dig it. I'm down for another 20 minutes or so.
Hold on a second.
Do it. So where were you at, Thomas? You back at 311 again?
No, I was in 321. Apparently, I was in the section next.
Great. Now, as soon as Shooter leaves, you start waking up.
One of my buddies here was like, was Shooter at the game? I said, yeah. And he's like, oh, he was in my section. And I was like, what section? He's like 322. I was like, that was right next to me. Never saw him.
That's hilarious.
Well, a game like that, you're on pins and needles. Oh shit! I gotta have to try to figure out what's good at IHOP. What are you getting? What is people getting?
Oh man, listen. It's in those breakfast places. Either you go with a skillet, right? You got to go with skillet, but only if you're like over easy eggs. I feel like you're not getting your justice out of a skillet if you don't get over easy eggs. Or you just got to go with the freaking short stack and some bacon on the side. You know what I mean?
Looks like the pancake combo it is, but not bacon sausage.
No, but hey, whatever you go, whatever your breakfast meat of choice is. I don't discriminate as long as there's some breakfast meat involved. Okay. I don't want no turkey bacon. All right. I don't want no. Oh, can I have some honeydew instead, please? No, none of that.
I'm too fat for honeydew or turkey bacon.
There you go. Stanley Cup pancakes. I love it. Short stack for Stanley. Oh, coming hard for the hashtag. There you go, Sarah. Boom. I've seen them all. I have seen them. That's a great one.
Wait, I found some friends. Look who it is. These kind gentlemen who play hockey with me happen to have some extra beers here. So look at that. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. Now that you're back, school is breaking up.
Modern technology.
Sausage.
He's ordering breakfast.
I love it. Of course he is.
Yes, I'm ordering food. Sorry. That's what we do when we win a Stanley Cup. We come down.
Did you get a drink yet?
Yo, Peter Blake, thanks for joining in, man.
Not yet.
To see you watching the show. If you guys are fans of him, that's on the Sports Web. Peter Blake, Shooter, and I have both been on his show in the past. Got a lot of good stuff on content over there on the Notoriety Network. Thanks for joining in and following us, man. Way to go, Tampa Bay Lightning, back-to-back champions. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Lots of celebrities in the house tonight.
That's what Shooter was saying.
Yeah, and then Young Gravy had tweeted out, or no, had Instagram that he was on his way, and then I tweeted it out, and then he retweeted it, and my Twitter blew the fuck up today.
Uh-oh. Schoolie went viral. See, here you go, folks. Here you go, folks. Listen, there's a lot of other guys that do it around here, and I'm not taking away anything from anybody else. But, man, we have a very unique product that we put out right here on We the Thunder. We have so many different perspectives. And we got guys like Thomas Schooley going viral with Young Gravy on the interwebs. Man, you don't get that anywhere else but right here on We the Thunder. You don't get sellies like this anywhere else but right here on We the Thunder. An hour and a half plus of just going hard. Just going hard because we know, hey,
It didn't stop there.
All together.
It didn't stop there because then what's his name? Bo Williams?
Yeah.
Bo Williams then tweeted it out.
Facebook.
My tweet. Then Joe Smith tweeted it out. And all night tonight, my Twitter was going crazy. And then, of course, the tweet about Jane Castor announcing the boat parade was Monday.
That's ridiculous.
You should see the comments on that.
So stupid,
They're
dude.
Hilarious.
Somebody doesn't want to get reelected.
Yeah, no.
Someone's like, political career. Fuck that.
There was an impeach Jane hashtag going.
Yeah, dude. What the hell? What the hell? And she played like college basketball or whatever. Like, did she play like D1 basketball or something? Oh, that's awesome.
Shooter, where are you at? Yeomans?
Yeah.
Wow, man. Matt McBriar's coming hard, brother. I love you. You're hilarious. Man, I almost want to give you the speaker just for a consolation prize, but I gotta say, I still like the short stack for Stanley. That's still a front runner right now. So I don't know. Maybe we gotta put a cap or a time limit on whenever we're gonna say get your hashtags in for the speaker. We didn't do the T-shirt drawing yet either, right?
Yeah, you want me to do it now?
Well, I was just gonna say. Oh, dude, this isn't even fair. This isn't even fair. No, Matt McBriar took it to a next level, folks, with his comments. If you haven't been following us the last couple games, there was an interplay between a couple of our viewers and followers, a Mrs. Stephanie and a Mr. Matt, and they were talking about potentially Game 5 tickets. This is after our Game 3 victory, I believe. And it became this thing as we were now the love connection for the Thunder here in Tampa Bay, and things were looking bright, things were looking positive. And then Stephanie came here after Game 4 looking for Matt, couldn't find Matt. She was looking for him. She was coming hard in the chat. She was a great person.
No, Stash, you didn't get to see it. Right after we signed off the other night, he answered her. Me and Shooter saw it right as we were
He got there a second late. Yeah, right. It was right when we killed the feed. He answered. She didn't see it. We saw the comment, but she didn't see it.
You snooze, you lose, Matt.
Hey,
timing is everything.
Just ask Lightning. Oh, and that's why I am the Stash, and that's why we are the Thunder, because we bring it all right back, right here to the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's what it's all about. Back-to-back championships. Little Stash is sleeping, by the way. I just got to ask, where's Little Stash? Little Stash is sleeping. Listen, I love my son. He's amazing. He's 5 years old, but he got a little annoyed at hockey this season. I'm not going to lie. He was like, hey, are we watching hockey again tonight? Wait, Mommy, Daddy, we're supposed to be having family time. Is it hockey again? Yes, son, it's hockey time. So
I have an announcement.
Uh-oh.
Blake won the T-shirt. I just ran the drawing.
There you go, Blake Rensel.
Blake Rensel.
Yes. There he is.
So shoot us your address and what shirt you want. I did the drawing on my phone, so I couldn't share it. All right, are we gonna do a toast? You got a coffee or something, Thomas Schooley?
You got a Diet Cola in front of you?
No.
Water with lemon?
No, nothing.
Wow. Like the ringing endorsement for the IHOPs of Tampa Bay.
She is by herself because nobody wants to work right now. So
Well,
she is all by herself. She even locked the doors, so nobody
There's
else.
800 people in a 200-person IHOP.
Look, these guys are waiting. These guys are waiting for me to toast them.
Do it.
That's fucked
I'm
up.
actually his boyfriend.
His boyfriend.
You want to do this on Facebook or were you?
Hey, someone come look me out.
I'm gonna make sure we get you on camera.
What's up?
But I got a drink in my car. I'll go get it.
Hey! It's hashtag back to boat, not back to butt. Tell them that. No, sorry. That was,
I got a drink in my car. I'm going to get it. As soon as I can figure out how to unlock my door.
I know, Tony, man. You've been faithful. You're one of our favorites, and you know that, man. And listen, come on to next season.
Right now.
We'll be evolving as we have this season, as we did last season, and going forward, we're gonna continue to evolve our show. We're gonna continue to evolve. Shooter in the stash. Shooter shaking his head. No. We will, because we can't get enough of you. We at the end of the season, it's almost like a player. Man, I can't believe it's so good to finally be done with it. Oh, it's over. We get to rest. We get an off season. But I'll tell you right now, Shooter's shaking his head. But we had a meeting 3 weeks ago, or 3 games ago, talking about when we're gonna have our off season meeting and when we're gonna start strategizing for next season and the next evolution of Shooter in the Stash and what we do. So. It's all for you guys. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of it all. And man, here we are, right? I mean, we're ready. Schoolie couldn't get us. No, he did it. He went for a smoke and a Pepsi in the parking lot. I love it.
I sure did.
Well, I love it. Hey, you know what? Let's break the fourth wall tonight. Smoke them if you got them. Drink them if you want them. Ladies and gentlemen, we are fans of the back-to-back champs. We are the Thunder. You are the Force. These are our boys. Back-to-back champs. Stanley Cup 2021, ladies and gentlemen.
Two new names on the cup from last year: Ross Colton and David Savard.
Yep.
Savvy got one. New names, and now 2-3-time champions with Pat Maroon and then Nigel. Yeah. Nigel becomes also the first player for the Tampa Bay Lightning that has his name on there 3 times.
First non-player, right?
Yep.
Yeah. First personnel.
Well, first person for the Tampa Bay Lightning with his name on there 3 times.
That's the guy, man. And again, like I was talking about earlier, that's the thing. It's not just the guys on the ice. It's the organization from the top to the bottom. And also when Vinnick came in, understanding that he didn't have to clear house. There are some things that got changed and some things but a lot of the guys that are deep in this team have been here a long time,
Nigel was working back in the front office when Tortorella pulled him and said, "Hey, you're going to become my video coach."
Yeah, when that was a new thing. When it was like, "Oh, so now we need a guy to watch video." Like dude. Oh, this fucking guy, I love it.
I'm gunning for that job though. Once he retires.
Yeah, I'm looking for somebody else's job in the Bay, but don't worry. We're not going anywhere. I'll tell you that right now. You know what, man? I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know. Wow. I was gonna give Matt the pity prize, but then Sarah was already the leader in the hashtag, and then she came back with this. Matt, she's going to hashtag shoot it back to sender. And, man, if you're going to kick a guy when he's down, make sure it's good. And if we're going to give the best hashtag of the night award, I got to give it to Sarah. Sorry, Matt. You struck out twice tonight. But, Sarah, make sure you get us in the DMs and the message. I don't like saying it, but hit us on Messenger. Let us know your info, specifically Schoolie.
Left that door unlocked.
And he'll make sure that you win your awesome speaker. I don't know anything about, and he's speed plugging and telling who sponsored that speaker.
What? I'm sorry.
Who sponsored the speaker? Because Sarah wins. Sarah wins, as far as I'm concerned. Hashtag.
She's got to shoot us her email and her address.
Yeah, but I'm saying promo the gift, bro. You didn't really, what's the price?
Malectronics donated it to us. All playoffs long, they've been teaming up with Thunderbolts, and he messaged me tonight and said, or yesterday, and I said, hey, can I get one out on the podcast? And he's like, sure. So it's a Malectronics 2.0 hat trick Bluetooth speaker. And if you go on malectronics.com and use Thunderbolts40 as a promo code, you get 40% off anything on their website.
Oh, there you go. Don't forget also to go check out Smack Apparel. What is that? Bolts 21. Is that the promo code still there, Shooter? Bolts 21 for 21% off there. If you didn't end up winning one of their shirts by watching our show all postseason long, which again we appreciate every single one of you guys out there listening, watching, following along. Been one hell of a season. I'm so happy you guys are there with the rest of the Thunder, able to experience it in that way. I'm glad I was able to be there in person again. You know, we talked about it so much last year and how much we were just dying to be there and not sitting here. And it's a little bit bittersweet to be sitting here myself, but I'm proud to be the guy sitting here holding it down so you guys could go experience it live. And to be here for the fans that were also watching it on their screens at home, wherever they were. And, man, I can't wait to do this again. I know, like, we talked about the grind, and there wasn't only, like, 3 or 4 days ago where I was like, man, once again, I'm sacrificing my fanhood for the show. But I can't say enough. You all make it worth it. And you guys together, doing the show with you guys, too, it's been a great trip, you know. We are out there playing the game, but we've been right there alongside the boys for the last 2 seasons. And
I'll tell you what, it's
been fun. It's been fun.
This last year has been a very emotional one for me, and everybody that reached out to me tonight. Thank you. It's been absolutely crazy year, and to have 2 Stanley Cups within a year would have never heard of it. So Hedman becomes the first player. Is Hedman right? That became the first player ever to score
a goal in every 12 months. Yes.
Yeah. So, you know, it's just we broke so many records in this last year.
2 Stanley Cups in less than 365 days.
Yep. Never happened before. It's just there's so much that this team has done, and you know, next year it's probably going to be a different team. So it's great.
Slightly. I think slightly.
We'll see.
We'll talk about it.
Killer's going on long-term IR.
With the broken femur. I love, dude. That wouldn't be enough. That wouldn't. Well, I don't know. Anyway, we'll talk about it. Not tonight. Not tonight.
No.
Not tonight.
I'm about to sign off because my phone's about to go dead.
Yeah. We'll be back in the off season, but I need a break, so we'll see when that next show is.
Hey, the draft's 2 weeks away, I think.
I know.
Maybe we'll do a draft. Well, I think we maybe should do a draft day show or something like that. But this is just spitballing my 3 guys that are just super happy that their team won 2 cups in a row, and we'll keep you posted. So, hey, man, what do you say, Shooter? You want to take us out for the last time of the 2021 season, following a defense and a repeat of our boys just raising the best trophy in the history of professional sports, the Chalice, the Stanley Cup champion. Shooter, take us out, brother.
Back to back. This has been We the Thunder. Don't forget to be the Thunder. Soul Train.